Yamiche, you were name checked there, so I'll go to you next. Have you talked to sources in the White House? Are they aware that their credibility, that the fact that they have a credibility problem with a big chunk of the country during a moment like this, are they aware they probably need to be even more transparent than what would be called for under normal circumstances?
It's a good question, and we're not sure we know the answer to that. We know, of course, that the White House has to be aware that their complicated relationship with the truth, to put it lightly, complicates the fact that there are Americans who simply do not believe the information that comes out of the White House. There are people openly questioning, when did the president know? How did he find out? How many people have this virus in the White House? Why did they put people at risk when they knew that Hope Hicks had tested positive? Why would he get on that plane? There are questions about whether or not the president, why he didn't share that information with the Biden campaign. I have sources in the Biden campaign telling me that they understood and learned about this news like every other American in the middle of the night in this chaotic way. So there are a lot of questions for this White House. And it's tough. This is why presidents need to have credibility, because when the nation is in a pandemic and you need to trust information, you would want to turn to the White House to say, this is the information that they're giving us. And as a result, we can report on it and feel as though it's the right thing and it's the truth. In this case, this White House just has not built up that credibility, and the president downplaying this virus over and over again also complicates this, because it upends his relationship with the virus in and of itself. He's saying that he can protect Americans, but here, as the most protected American in the country, he could not protect himself, his wife, or his workplace.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.